You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey there, Days of Our Lives watchers. It is Belynda from Soap Dirt, and I've got your prediction edition for the week for Days of Our Lives. I'm so excited. I've got 5 sizzling hot, wild predictions for you. One about Eric and Nicole, another about Ava and Stefan, another about Alex playing dirty, about Everett's past, and Leo and Sloan. As always, all of my predictions are based on recent episode actions and official Days of Our Lives spoilers for coming days and weeks. I can't wait to unpack these for you. If you haven't, please reach down, click subscribe so you don't miss any of our updates. Now let's dig in. So my first prediction is that Leo Stark is going to push Sloan Petersen completely over the edge. Last week, Sloan got drunk in front of Marlena Evans and John Black and did her whole slurring, "You're intimidating" thing. That made me laugh out loud. So this coming Wednesday, the 24th, Eric shocks Sloan by saying that Leo is going to drop by their place. So every time he sees her, he's basically relentlessly harassing her and blackmailing her. And he said he's going to keep doing it and keep taking her money and keep writing her relentlessly until she does the right thing and gives that baby back. Now, I just did a video about this the other day, but Ken Corday, who's the executive producer, confirmed, yes, Sloan is going to give Nicole's baby back, but the whole truth is still not going to come out when that happens. So Sloan's got to find a way to keep herself out of prison, protect Belynda, stop Leo, stop Eric from finding out the truth, but get that baby back to Nicole. And in my video, I talked about a solid scenario where this could happen. If you haven't seen the video, check our Days playlist or our recent videos. But at any rate, that looks to be coming in February sweeps. And so I think this week, the week before sweeps begins, Leo Stark amps up the pressure on Sloan and pushes her to the point where she's breaking. I think he's going to say snarky things in front of Eric and just send her into an absolute panic where she knows she can't live like this. And that's exactly what Leo is hoping to do. My second prediction, Everett Lynch's tangled, dirty past is going to be revealed at last. So, Jada has shown a picture, I think to Rafe, maybe. I'm trying to remember. We've seen the picture of her ex-husband, whom she calls Bobby, on her phone, and she's showing that ring off. I still wonder if that's the same ring that Everett tried to tell Stephanie he bought for her, because that would be really funny. But he and Jada keep not running into each other. They live in the same town. He's a reporter. She's one of the few police officers. It's very strange. So spoilers for Friday say Everett's ready to come clean to Stephanie. And then another spoiler for the same day says Jada tells Stephanie and Rafe about her no good, ghosting, cheating ex-husband that she calls Bobby. So I just wonder if there's some weird explanation, and maybe this would be the wildest thing. If he was married to Jada while he was seeing Stephanie, and then the ghosting was when he went into the coma, that would be the wildest thing to me. If they were completely overlapped in their romance and we find out that Everett is just a real dirty piece of work, I think those women might rip him in two out of anger and frustration. That would be kind of funny. My third day's prediction is that Alex Kiriakis plays dirty to win. On Monday, Alex walks back in with coffee and donuts to help Teresa, who fell off the wagon with some kind of narcotic or opioid. And he walks in just in time to see Brady and Teresa kissing, and he freaks out. He's also got another therapy session with Marlena this week where Marlena says that she thinks Alex is in love with Teresa, which is interesting. On Wednesday, Teresa is packing to move out of the apartment, but Alex stops her. He wants her in his life. He is ready to compete with Brady. I don't know if he loves her or he just doesn't love to lose, but I think Alex may play dirty to keep Brady away from her. But I wonder, even if he does win all the truth about what she did to the will and how she ripped him apart from his dad, Justin, when all that comes out, is Alex going to feel really foolish for wasting his time with Teresa Donovan? Because she talked about the fact that she's bad while she was high and ranting. And yes, she's bad. There's no other word for it. She's bad. Not bad because she relapsed on drugs. I mean, that happens to people when they're addicts, but bad for all the other many, many things that she has done. My fourth prediction, I think Everett is going to name and shame Ava and Stefan in The Spectator. So on Tuesday, Stefan talks to Chad and leans on him to stop investigative reporter Everett, who's also the editor-in-chief of The Spectator, from covering the drug crisis, the raid at the bistro, and from mentioning that it's owned by Stefan DiMera. And by Thursday, Everett is so frustrated, he tells Chad, look, I'm going to quit if you don't stop interfering and trying to stop news that is newsworthy to protect the DiMeras. And definitely the DiMeras have a history of protecting each other. But I do think Chad might have to back off and stop it before Everett makes too big of a stink about this. We'll see how it goes. I'm Team Everett on this reporting thing, not so much Team Everett on the ghosting and cheating and all that stuff. All right, our fifth and final for this prediction edition is that I think Eric Brady is haunted by his love for Nicole. So on Friday's episode, we had Nicole and Holly getting ready to leave. They were getting on a helicopter that was going to fly them to the DiMera jet, where they are going to Italy to have Holly treated at the same clinic that brought EJ back from the brink of death. So Maggie said goodbye, Eric said goodbye, and then Nicole and EJ were kissing while they were saying goodbye. And Eric was standing right behind them, kind of like a creeper, kind of watching them. I noticed it. I saw a lot of people on Soap's social media noticed it, and it was kind of weird. And, you know, Eric told Marlena a while back that he was certain that he and Nicole would be together if that baby had been theirs. Back when they had the initial EJ versus Eric paternity test done that, of course, Sloan used her own saliva to rig. So I feel like Eric is very much in love with Nicole. I feel like Sloan is a placeholder relationship and he's willing to be with her because they have this baby together. But I don't think he's deeply in love with Sloan. And of course, that's going to help when everything blows up. But in sweeps, I feel like Eric is going to be devastated when Sloan executes this plot to take Jude away from them and give the baby back to Nicole. But I think it's going to be done in such a way. And again, check my standalone video I did on this, where Eric's just going to be losing a kid without realizing that is still really his kid. It's going to be terribly, terribly messy. And I'm looking forward to it in February sweeps, not May sweeps. Don't take me to May already. This year's passing by fast enough already. All right. That is all of the Days of Our Lives prediction edition that I have for you. If you have not, please reach down, click subscribe, definitely drop your comments. If you agree with my predictions, disagree, if you have another idea you want to share, that's great. I read all your comments. I love them. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm here talking days with you guys 7 days a week. And as always, it's Belynda from Soap Dirt.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.